This is an awesome truck, and here is the owner. Man, you actually just got back on kind of a lengthy trip, am I wrong?
I did. I made my little cross-country trek to Gainesville, Texas, to the F100 Texoma Roundup, and
Yeah.
then I went on to the Grand Nationals in Pigeon Forge, and saw family and friends along the way.
Yeah.
Made my way back through Missouri, to my nephew's bathroom.
Oh yeah, you told me.
And all this sort of stuff. So I just got back to California this last Wednesday.
And then here you are at the show.
Here I am at the show.
That's so cool, man. How many miles was that, you think?
I rolled up just over 7,000 miles in my
Really?
trip
In this truck?
In this truck.
Dude, that's cool. Tell us about this truck, yeah.
This is a 1966 Ford F100 that I have owned since 2009. It was my daily driver till 21, May of 21.
Really?
I decided to tear it down and do a coyote swap and a whole bunch of other things.
That's cool. Let's see the coyote swap, dude.
Okay.
Ooh, I like the nice
matching valve covers.
Yes. Very cool. Now I'm seeing it looks pretty stock, or am I being lied to here? Have you done anything to it?
Only thing I did was change the intake to the Boss 302 intake because I think it looks cool.
Yeah, it does.
Put a cold air intake on it as well, and then I did ultimate headers on it and 3-inch exhaust. Other than that, it's a stock Gen 2 Coyote.
Okay. Yeah, that is nice. And you did Hydro Boost. That's
did
cool.
Hydro Boost, yeah.
Do you like the Hydro Boost?
I do. I actually had put the Hydro Boost on it long before this whole suspension swap stuff because I'd had some braking issues with the front rear. So when I converted to rear wheel disc as well, I added the Hydro Boost, and I like it a lot. It really shuts the thing down.
That is so cool, man. You got Champion cooling. You went with a fancy battery. Are you using the stock like ECU type system, or did you upgrade or anything
It's
like
the
that?
Ford Performance Coil control pack. That's
That is
what I used
awesome.
on that. Yeah.
That is cool, man.
This radiator is one Champion has developed just for Coyotes. It's got the right fittings on the on the hoses and stuff.
Nice. I didn't know that. I didn't know they made a specific one for Coyotes. That's cool. I mean, for Coyotes and trucks anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same radiator as all the other ones that go in here,
But
they
it's
just
this.
have the right fittings
Yeah.
for the hoses. Because these
cool.
are smaller than the regular
That's awesome.
fittings. So, yeah.
What suspension are we looking at here?
C4 Corvette, front and rear, yeah.
Center.
Yeah, I know, right?
Rides pretty good then,
It
I
rides
guess.
great.
It turns good
It
anyway.
handles well. It's really been fun.
What did you upgrade the brakes or anything like that? Or?
It's the this is the Corvette front end with the 13-inch brakes already, and I thought that's plenty.
I figured like you probably didn't have to with the Corvette. But...
No, and I used the Corvette rear end as well, the Dana 44 for the rear.
Okay.
And it's got big brakes on it as well.
Yeah, tell us about the rear. What'd you do in the back again?
It's a C4 Corvette from a 91 Corvette, the Dana 44 version. They had two versions. One was this was the beefier of the two.
Okay.
And so I did that, and I was doing the Corvette front, so I think why not do the Corvette rear?
Yeah.
And because I wanted to do independent rear suspension.
That is so cool. So how well did that front and rear Corvette fit onto this truck?
It did
I
great.
assuming stock chassis?
It is a stock chassis. I boxed this frame and then put a tubular X-member down the middle of it. But their company in Orange, California, called Flat Out Engineering, makes a kit to adapt the Corvette components to a variety of different vehicles. But
and the rear was pretty easy?
Yeah, it was. It was pretty easy. Yeah.
From a fabrication standpoint, it was pretty easy. Yeah.
I had to do a little tweaking because their kit really only goes up to 64 F100s, and the frame is actually a little different.
More. That I-beam, twin I-beam changed things up on that frame, you know.
So I had to make a few adjustments, but
that's cool.
But I made it work.
What do you call this? I mean, I want to say it's like gunmetal gray, but
well, it's kind of started as a GM color called Greystone. But I was also trying to match the powder coating that I had done on the wheels, so they had to tweak it a little bit to make it match.
Gotcha.
And, but I did it with a satin clear coat on it, and I also narrowed and shaped and tucked my bumpers.
Nice. Yeah, that looks nice.
It's like 3 inches more narrow than it was before. And that is so visible, obviously.
That is cool. Let's look at these wheels here. So tell us about those wheels.
The wheels are Detroit steel, called the Mac, and then because this truck has been Mustang powered since 2012 on some different Mustang engine before, but
Right.
I decided to play with the whole GT theme.
Oh,
And
I
so
like
these
that.
are an homage to the 68, 69
Yeah.
Ford GT Rally wheels.
That is cool. I like this too. This is pretty cool. I like what you did there.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine make those to fill in that thing.
That's awesome, dude. Now, can I open the door?
Absolutely.
Dude, I did that. That's a great. I love the Falcon center consoles. I have that one right there, and then
Yep.
you made another one to.
Well, I put the low car shifter in there,
Yeah.
which has that big mechanism on the back of it, and
Yeah,
you
it's
can't just
ugly.
can't put a boot on it.
Yeah.
So I got another console, a Falcon console, and cut it down and
That
welded
is
them
cool.
together and made.
See, I love it. I've got the 68 Mustang seats
Yep.
with the aftermarket brackets and
Yep.
stuff like that, and I love my Falcon. center
Yeah, I
console.
had
love it, dude.
I had the one console in there before
Uh-huh.
because I've had the Mustang buckets before this build, not this color, but they were in here.
So that steering wheel looks stockish, but is smaller. Would
Yeah,
you,
it is.
Would you like to explain that? It's sort of interesting.
I liked the stock look, but I didn't like the stock
See,
size.
that's where I'm at.
So I bought a Grant steering wheel that was 14 inches that was
Okay.
all steel, and it had the spokes on it were a similar configuration.
Uh-huh.
I cut the center out
No
of that,
way, dude.
and I cut the spokes off of that one and welded it together, and then I finished off the epoxy and made it look like it came that way.
Dude, that's legit, dude. That is awesome.
Thanks, man.
I mean, I noticed it, but because I love the stock steering wheel,
Yeah.
but it's too big,
Yeah,
Dude, that's cool. What are these seats out of?
they're 66 Mustangs.
Yeah, reupholster, a little chubbier and more huggier.
Yeah, they were.
Keep you in the seat on turns,
Yeah, initially I put the whole TMI Sport Tube upholstery kit on it.
Yeah.
So I had the bigger bolsters, all that sort of thing, and then that wore out, and I was doing a color change anyway. So my upholstery guy used the TMI upholstery as a pattern to do
Oh,
the.
okay, that's
the
why
green.
they look for a second.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
cool.
still using the TMI bolstered foam
That
kit.
is awesome. I'm like afraid to touch your truck.
Oh, you're fine.
What a AC is that?
That's vintage air.
I thought so. It looked familiar.
Yeah, I modified that too. I didn't like the way their center
Stuck out.
their center plenum had the controls in the plastic part.
Oh yeah.
And well, that's silly. I got 3 holes in the dash. Why would I want to put it down there?
So that's how'd you fabric? So you made where are they at?
The switches are electronic, so I could just move the. I just put
So
them.
it's
in.
these right here. These three? Oops,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, on the right of the steering wheel. That's my steering.
I wanna
my,
do that.
my AC controls. I got
Dude.
I got a different thing for the center.
Yeah,
than
I was
what
gonna
they-
say that looks different.
And so then I just stretched the wires and put the switches in the holes there that were already in the dash.
Dude, legit, man. That is cool. I like the. We should probably just go over there. Let's go over there.
Okay.
Sorry, can I touch your truck? I
Absolutely.
apologize.
Absolutely.
So I love this right here. That looks stock, but it's not, right?
No, it's a Classic Instruments. Downside of that one, it is all new electronics, but it doesn't have a trip odometer, which there's room for one. It needs one, and
Okay.
I find this very hard to read going down
Really?
the road. No Dakota Digital makes a similar one, but it has a little window in it that lights up with the larger size of the RPMs or whatever else
Gotcha.
you can flash on the screen. So it's nice. I think it looks cool.
Is this your like Bluetooth?
Yeah, it's a little Bluetooth transmitter that I bought on.
You just
Amazon.
plug it in, huh?
Just
Then
plug it in a
just-
cigarette lighter and plug it
Where's
in.
the speaker? Oh, here's
Oh,
some
that's-
speakers.
yeah, I got speakers in the panels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, this is cool, dude. This is an awesome. You kind of laid some vinyl of some
Yeah,
kind on
I
top.
glued that on there.
Sorry, I'm touching your whole truck, dude. It's so pretty. I just have to touch it. This is cool right here, dude. You know, I'll be honest with you. This green, I bet you, if you told somebody, they'd be like, "What?" Right? They would be like, "Why are you going through?" But it works. Like it works with this, with the gray and the white, and it works.
I said this before, but these colors are kind of nostalgic for me, the white
Yeah.
and the green.
Yeah.
My grandmother had a 64 Galaxy that was Wimbledon white, and she gave it to my dad. She couldn't drive anymore. Then he gave
Yeah.
it to me. I brought it to California, got T-boned in an intersection,
Oh, snap.
and so that got destroyed. And when I was a kid, my dad had a 65 F100. The whole truck was holly green,
Really.
which is this. It's a little different than this, but it's the same
That's
idea.
basically the
So
close
when
to
I
it.
found this truck, it was Wimbledon white on the outside, had a holly green dash and holly green accents on the inside. So I thought, okay, this is the one I want.
Yeah.
And
That's awesome,
so I
dude.
wanted to keep those colors.
That's really cool. This is an awesome truck.
But I did, paint all this stuff. And
Yeah, that is.
actually, some of it's powder coat.
I was gonna say this looks kind of powder coat.
Yeah, that's powder coat, and this is paint.
Yeah,
The
very
The
cool.
wheels are powder coat.
There, and I love this. Where's it? What is this off of?
That's from Prospic, the guys that
Okay,
you interviewed
yeah.
at.
It looked familiar, but I-
Nationals. Yeah.
Yeah, those guys have some awesome stuff at Pros Picks.
They do.
So on my way around, I saw this. That is one heck of a tuck bumper right there.
That's a
dude.
tuck bumper.
What'd you do with that?
Again, I didn't like the huge gap that the factory bumper has, and so I trimmed off up in here and trimmed this out so I could tuck it in, and
cool.
also raised it up to lessen this gap between
That
them.
is cool. I need to do that.
So it's almost, it's functional wise, it's like a roll pan.
Yeah, right?
It's like a roll pan protection, but it looks cool, so I like
That
it.
does look cool, dude. Man, this is an awesome truck. Driving it 7,000 miles or something, and it's your truck, dude. Your build, and it's unique. I
Thank
like
you.
that,
Thank
man.
you.
Well, hey, man, I'll let you go. The show's over, and I really appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
See you, buddy.
See you later.